It was at this moment that he knew.
This episode is sponsored by Policy Genius. If you have anyone in your life who relies on your income, you need life insurance, especially if you're someone like me who thrives on dangerous things. Policy Genius makes it super easy to get life insurance done and done right. Life insurance gives me the peace of mind that if anything were to ever happen to me, my loved ones would have the cushion to pay for things like mortgage, education, and everyday expenses. Typically, life insurance gets more expensive as you get older. The sooner you lock in a policy, the more money you'll save. Policy Genius has no hidden fees and they never sell your information to other companies. They have thousands of 5-star reviews across Trustpilot and Google. Getting started is easy. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com/offtheranch and answer a few questions about yourself. In minutes, you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Their licensed experts will help you understand your options and ensure you apply for the right policy. Policy Genius works for you, not the insurance companies, so you can trust them to offer unbiased advice and help you navigate every step of the shopping and buying process. When you're ready to apply, the Policy Genius team will handle the paperwork and scheduling for free. Thanks to Policy Genius for sponsoring this episode of Off the Ranch. Head to policygenius.com/offtheranch to get your free life insurance quote and see how much you could save. Oh, hey, this is our 1964 Chevy Impala with hydraulics. We got it all loaded down in the trunk right there. The problem is, lowriders, you may have heard the song by War, lowriders are slow. That's true. That's just kind of the way it is. They're all about show, and they don't care about go. We want to change that. I love lowriders. I think they're awesome, but I also love fast cars. So I was thinking, what if we got LS and put it in here in place of this 350 or 327. I actually don't know what this is, but we got a small block Chevy, low compression, little bitty wimpy engine, and also it barely runs. I think it's running on like 6 cylinders. So we need to take this, pull it out, and the plan is to put a 6.0 LS from our 2010 armored Suburban that we pulled out. And we're gonna run that in the first Gleason cars. It's gonna be pretty much stock. It'll have some tuning. We're gonna get a Holley system on there. And then it'll have like exhaust and intake, and that's pretty much it. Internally, totally stock in this first competition because we're gonna be running tiny little wheels. Those are 13s, I think. So it should be pretty easy to burn out. I have searched on the internet for lowriders doing like wild burnouts. I mean, there's some where they'll spin the tires a little bit, but no one's done a wild burnout in a lowrider. I'm gonna change that. We are pulling this today. My goal is to get this out so we can start getting this ready for an LS swap. We're not swapping today, we're just trying to clear the path. And then I'll open that box for you guys. Yeah, I know you guys are excited about what's in there. You're gonna love it. Gatorade. We're going. We don't need this. When you're pulling an engine, there's always things you forget to unhook. So it's always a fun game to see what those things might be. We have motor mounts out. Transmission is unhooked from everything down there, we think. Probably some wires or sensors we didn't unhook, but we'll find out. And luckily, we don't need any of that stuff, so we can rip wires, we can rip hoses, because we're putting all new stuff in here. We need to tilt it, tilt the front up. Which way goes up? This way. This is a cool little leveler, because right now we need it to kind of come out. Is it on the cross member?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, it's still on the trans cross member.
So what stopped it? Was it?
Let me pull the trans cross member.
Oh, you're also hitting this exhaust pipe over here. But yeah, if the trans cross member comes out, then all could dip, but it's stopped right here. Aha! First thing we forgot, starter wires. Where we're going, we don't need, well, we will need starter wires, but we're getting new ones. You get out of my way. We didn't cut this big wire, it's a nice cable. I don't know that we'll ever use it, but just in case. All right. Oh yeah. What else did we forget? She coming out. This car's gonna look so good with an LS in it. So good. Man, we're gonna have to get high. Yeah, you just need to dip the back down. It's just caught there. I can see it caught on the firewall. We got it. I think we are free as well. Be gone, you worthless engine. We got something way better for, oh, by the way, we named it El Dorado. It's gold. El Dorado means gold in Spanish. So we decided this thing needs to be named El Dorado, and it kind of goes with El Cromino. Also, in these lowriders, they put a nameplate in the back right here. And so we're gonna get one made that says El Dorado right across the back. It's gonna be sick! Now that it's back out, you crank this thing again, and it balances it back the other way so it's flat, and we can get it over that cross member there. El Dorado also kind of means golden. So this is the golden. We had Cromino, and you know what's better than chrome? Gold. We also had Goldie, a minivan. I just like chrome and gold. These beautiful gold wheels. All right, we did it. Don't scratch the chrome, don't scratch the chrome. Perfect. Look at this, Power Glide. All right, anybody need an old, busted, small block Chevy and a Power Glide 2-speed auto trans? Both of them kind of work. We're gonna upgrade it though, just a little bit. And here's what we'll be replacing it with. So even though this thing looks kind of dirty, it is basically a brand new engine. We pulled it out of the Suburban. It had like, I don't remember, like 4,000 miles on it or something. Like super unused engine. And we're just going to place it right in the engine bay of that thing. These are usually pretty easy to throw in cars. So we are LS swapping very soon. Whoa. New wiring harness. Got everything we need so we can chunk all the old wires in the Impala, make it all perfect. And we're gonna put new disc brakes in the front because right now it's got drums in the front. Big old pretty rotor there. And we got us some rotors, which you might be like, Matt, why didn't you get red rotors? That would look super cool. Not with wire wheels. Need them to hide back there. So all you see is the gold, the wire wheels. Lowriders have a lot of batteries. So these are 3 pumps, and we have 6 batteries out here. So they're not actually hooked to the main battery in the engine bay that like starts the motor and runs all the lights and everything. These are all separate by themselves, so they also do not charge with the engine running. So you have to separately charge these batteries. We just got a bunch of equipment here to charge them up. So this will all be installed in here. So all we'll have to do is plug it in. And so it's literally like just plugging an extension cord to it, and it'll top all these batteries off. You know, and we park it overnight after a long night of, you know, bouncing down Broadway, my hometown. Just go bam, 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 talking to all the chicks, you know, just kidding, Mayor. Just dudes, pretty much. When we dug out here, we needed to move a bunch of brown dirt out, so we just put it in a big pile over there. You can see we got a guy here loading it into that dump truck, and they're actually taking it up the hill. I'll show you that in just a minute. But first, let's open that box. Dang, look at this beauty. So this is obviously from Fort Knox, and it is a vault door. You can see how thick it is, and it's super pretty. Looks like car paint. We have polished paint on here, but hardened steel. You can see how thick the wall will be. We have this made for a concrete wall, so it's going to be super beefy, and this thing will be stuck in there. So we are building a vault out here. So we're framing it over there, and then it's going to be concrete on the inside of the framing. And this vault door will sit right in there, protecting the valuables that we'll keep in the giant vault. Oh, we got us some big old support beams coming in too. So we're putting 2x12s up there, but to span this, we need the bigger ones. So that's what those are gonna be. We are gonna have to have a center beam in there, column in there for those to go across to span that gap. HQ coming along swimmingly, and we're gonna actually head up to the house now so you guys can see trees. We have trees in the front. It's great. Just walking up to the house and oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. So we actually have 6 trees planted right now in this center circle, and the wall is new. It's being built currently by our masons, and that, and then I think there's 2 more on the other side are live oaks, and these right here that don't have leaves, those are bur oaks, I believe. It's gonna look so good. So these are probably about 15 feet tall right now. And eventually, you saw the holes that we had here. They were super deep, and then we're gonna bring all this dirt level up around it so they'll have a lot of room to grow and get really big. And eventually these will be ideally really tall, big oak trees out in front here, and kind of add a little green to this front and a little elevation change. We're bringing all this dirt in from down below. This is all dirt from this property, and we're just bringing it all up with nice, solid dirt. We're gonna get a little higher here in the middle than it is right now. You can kind of see the level. It comes up about 2 feet above the driveway. Probably get to about 3 to 4-ish in the middle there. Just kind of a nice little natural looking rise. And then over here on the edges, it will be down here at the level of the concrete. And so to go about the level of the driveway right there, bump up on these little walls that are not going to get any taller than that. This one's a little more done over here. You can see it's low here, bumps up in the middle, and then that ground will kind of come up to meet it right there. Just trying to get a little bit of change, a little bit of, you know, texture to this really flat top of our mountain up here at the house. We'll show you more about all this once it gets further along. We got to get all that smoothed out, plus a bunch more dirt, and then sprinklers, grass, which is going to be nice. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you guys for watching all the total randomness that was this episode. I appreciate you guys being here, even on days like this when it's totally stupid. Thank you guys for watching Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.